Hi everyone, welcome to today's segment. And don't forget, I'm your favorite online veterinarian and enjoy success. Now, today we'll be considering things that any investor should look into before investing or before starting any animal farm at all. These are the basic things you need to consider before you start up each and every one of these farms so you don't lose your money. I'll always advocate for you to always have maximum gain. Now, before we delve into it, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share as we continually unfold mysteries in the animal farm. Now, let's go to number one, market research. Now, whenever you want to delve into animal farming, any farming at all, make sure you do a proper market research. How does this animal sell in this area? What are the basic things I need to understand the general market of this farming? For example, in poultry farming. Now, as a newcomer or as someone that wants to delve into animal farming, you should always get your market research right. Now, this entails you knowing how best this animal sells in this location. What are the basic things I can get? What are the available feed materials in this area? How much do they sell a matured animal of this species? For example, let's take poultry. The market research for a broiler farm should look like the price of feed in the area you want to site this farm. How much they sell day-old chicks, how much they sell probably brooders, the one that are already out of brooding, how much they even sell the adult ones, what are the availability of the market, how does hotels around these areas buy this meat, because some hotels based on beef, some pork. So how does this area respond to the general marketing of this animal? That's one. Now, number two, we have what we call business plan. Now, a business plan will give a futuristic view of what you're diving into, what you're investing, and your expected return. For example, I will always use our poultry farm for example. You have a business plan that will tell you the number of materials you need to buy, how many drinkers, how many feeders, the number of beds you're proposing to get, or the bags of feed that will be enough for this number of beds within this duration of time, whether you're keeping for 6 weeks, for 8 weeks. Now, we also give a market overview of the price rate of such animal in an area. Will they buy for 4,000, and how much gain will I realize after they have bought this? Now, number three, we'll be looking at location and siting. Very important. The location of your farm is very, very important. Now, do not site your farm in a place where the topography is slopey, because you might encounter flood, because I've seen farms where flood cleared beds, where flood cleared animals, and you wouldn't want that to happen to you. Now, the topography of the area, nearness of your farm to accessible road, nearness of your farm to the market, and also the general environmental presentation. Is it safe for someone to come to your farm? Because we've heard issues where people are directed to farms and on their way they get kidnapped, get robbed. So what is the general location and siting of my farm? Is it comfortable for my consumers? That's number three. Now, number four, also get regulations and permits in your area. Are there specific regulations and permits you need to keep to and also obtain before you venture into such farm? Some have poultry associations where you get to register your farm, and also they aid you and also help you in general communication, also providing services, and even during your sales time you can post in some of those groups and they also help you market your products. Now, the fifth one we'll be looking at is breeds. Now, do you know that the general broiler species, for example, in our poultry farm, There are so many breeds. There are so many breeds of broilers. Now, this will be discussed extensively in one of our upcoming videos. Now, make sure you know the best breed that will convert feed to meat. That will convert feed to meat, because that is what you want as a farmer. You want your animals to keep growing, and you get the maximum profit. So make sure you understand the breed, the best type of breed. Do they convert feed well? Make sure you understand breed before you delve into any animal farm. Now, next is housing and equipment. Now, what should I know about housing and equipment? We always use our poultry farm. There's a unique pen house measurement for a quantity or number of beds one has to. Now, the space required for 100 beds is not the same as the space required for 50 beds. So make sure you get that. Pattern of housing is always different. Now, for example, in poultry farms, we have our ventilators in between the roof joints. Now, so many people don't do this, and they do not know it is detrimental to the growth and respiration of the birds. Very, very detrimental. There are many farm designs, but there are also basic requirements for each and every farm building. There are basic requirements and needs one must keep to before getting into animal farming.